Does India's decision to not have boots on the ground of Afghanistan, was this decision right? As India is still not in a position to project power outside. So the question is, should India have intervened militarily in Afghanistan, or should it not have? So India has not intervened militarily. India has not sent troops to Afghanistan. I think there were several requests in the past from the Americans for India to send a military contingent to Afghanistan to assist in the peacekeeping operations. And as the US withdrawal was became apparent, it would happen soon. There were also calls from the, I think, from the Ashraf Ghani government to send some support to the Afghan government. Now, the question for India is, if India were to send soldiers, the Indian army, etc., to Afghanistan, what would India benefit from it? You don't send your army, your people to die in another country unless there is a significant benefit for your country and for your national interest. And that is the question. And the second thing is that India is not in a position to uh, supply. See, let's take a look at the map. So this is Afghanistan here. Afghanistan. This is Jammu and Kashmir. And as you can see on the map, Jammu and Kashmir is connected to Afghanistan via this region called the Wakhan Corridor. But in reality, this region is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. It is occupied illegally by Pakistan. And we have allowed this to continue. So as of today, India does not have land access to Afghanistan. So if India were to airlift troops and put them in Afghanistan, then how would India supply them? How would India send supplies, fuel, food material? How would India send ammunition, arms and ammunition, and all those things? You need, see, an army, it lives on logistics. Army is not about only fighting, it's about logistics. An army cannot fight in a sustained manner without logistical supply routes. So it's all about logistics, and without land access to the country, India cannot support its hypothetical army in Afghanistan logistically. And therefore, it makes no sense. It is almost like a suicide mission to send your soldiers on Afghan soil when you are not in a position to continuously and reliably and sustainably resupply them as and when required. And therefore, it is not a good idea. It was not a good idea for India to send its soldiers into Afghanistan, either for peacekeeping purposes or for the purpose of defeating the Taliban. Even in the Kargil conflict, India refused to cross the border and chase the invading Pakistan troops back on their soil and kill them on Pakistani soil. The Indian government refused to send Indian soldiers even 1 inch into Pakistan territory. So if India were to send its soldiers in Afghanistan, and we know that the root of all the terrorists is in Pakistan, then again, India would not have been able to eliminate the root of the terror. And therefore, once again, it makes no sense to go into Afghanistan, send your soldiers there without a proper military time-bound objective. It would be a similar. It would end up becoming similar to the IPKF situation in Sri Lanka. So I think it's a very good decision that India did not send soldiers there. It would have been very foolhardy to do that. So as of now, what's happening is it's the best possible outcome for India, considering the entire situation. As of now, India is not really in a situation to intervene there. India has not yet built up its capability to project power beyond its borders in a sustainable manner. I am sure India does have the ability, if the politicians give the approval, to quickly take over Pakistan occupied Kashmir or even break Pakistan in half. I'm sure India does. I'm sure the Indian Army, Air Force, etc., do have the ability to do that. But it cannot be done randomly. It has to be done at the right time when the right conditions are in place. So as of now, it is a good thing India has not intervened militarily in Afghanistan. Wait and watch is the policy, which is the correct policy as of today.